I've been doing this for like 5 years. I've been doing like skits and stuff like that, so I haven't really been doing like performances. But I've gotten like some shows, like for Warren. I'm from Warren, but I'm from like Virginia, so I travel. So it's been everywhere. I've been to a lot of places, and I have a lot of friends everywhere I go. So they claim me as the whitest black dude they know, and I go with it because I'm just like, well, you got that right because well, I can only claim my race on tax time and on Sundays. The rest of the year, I'm just like, yeah, I'm white, yeah, you can't black guy. I'm looking where I'm helping look for. I'm just like, you know, I don't know. Look at the look I just got on my face. Like, I didn't mean to, my bad. It's nerve-wracking as it is. Like, I don't want to offend nobody, but, you know, comedians, really, I don't know, I'm nervous.
It's okay.
You got this.
Yeah.
Go, buddy.
Thank you, guys. Well, I have a 2-year-old going on 3, and she's my best friend, you know, my ride or die, so she's my mini-me. And then one day, because I was at the park with her, and I had my book bag, and the first thing she looked at me before she said hi, she's like, why are you wearing a purse? She's like, well, it's not a purse. She's like, oh. I'm just like, it's blue. She's like, it's pretty. I'm just like, it's not a purse though. She's like, so I put it down, and so she's like, let's go play in the dirt because with the park, she likes dirt a lot. So her favorite thing to do is to mess with the crane. So she was doing that, and then she managed to get dirt in my hair. She's like, she pointed at me and laughed. She's like, that's what you get, kind of. She's like, well, there's being a dad, you gotta make sure that hair gets rinsed out. So watch out. She loves it, and then she goes over and she likes to play in the water, but her favorite thing is like the splash. Like I could be like, yo, we're done, and she's like, no, we're not. I'm not till I say we're done. I'm just like, okay, you're right. You go on shots here, you know. I'm just following your lead. She's great. My best friend, honestly. Like I've had kids can make time go wild, like it really can. Like I never knew until I became a dad, and then I realized that all the dad jokes pertain to me too. It's like now I can't really say nothing about somebody else because it's like that's funny stuff. So I'm just like, yeah. I was like waiting for my daughter. Was like, this one day she's gonna see this. Like, yo, that's my dad. I was like, well, this was in my time when I was nervous. You know? And hopefully, you know, I try to make sure she goes in the same footsteps as me. And like in greatness, because leadership is what I really want to pursue for her. And like, you know, she's my attitude, that's I hate the most because kids are 10 times worse than you. When they're kids and you like, I was never that bad. He's like, and you look at your child like, maybe I was. You just gotta sit down and think of it. It's just like really that bad? All the beatings I got when I was little. Yes, I was. I don't know. Being a parent has changed my life, honestly. It's done for the better, I guess. I've been more of a child, actually, and embraced more of my kid's side. Like, I'm an adult child, and she's like, that's my best friend. Every time she looks at me, she yells, like, an excitement. It's like, yeah, she just likes slides and swings. Like, she likes to go high up, and I'm the monster some of the times because she's trying to eat my fingers off or something of me because push me higher and then come back and like, I'm gonna get you. I'm just like, you can't touch me. She's like, give me the look like my own look. She's like, I'm just like, that look says it all. I'm like, I'm just gonna play with you, go by your rules because maybe this play day won't end too well if I go by mine. So it's quite is a decent life, but it's just like, when you look at your child and you think of yourself, it's just like, I was into a lot of things and growing up, knowing that she won't be able to go through the same things or the same experiences that you did as a kid, but you still try to like embrace it, kind of, and like to have her like, oh, this is what you do right and wrong, and then still have fun at it. Like you can always, I love the bullshit. My favorite thing is the bullshit. Like I swear, like I'll be your best hype man. Like you can be singing your best song. I don't not single word of it, but I'm over to hype me up. Like yeah, that's your thing. I'm so like I don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm gonna be there for you. You know, I got your hand. You know, could be in the car. You know, bouncing. Just like yo, I'm yelling out the window. You singing your song. We on 2 different levels. It's just the fun I love to have. I can't write down jokes. I can't remember because I have ADHD really bad. And with that, my mind's like, oh, you can remember this. 10 minutes later, what was that? And it's just like, well, don't write that down because you tell that joke to forget it. They might go, fuck your night up. I'm just like, yeah, you know what? So it's just, it happens to me, you know. It's just not something I can come up with. Like the one time I was with my friends, and true story actually, and I smoke it. I love doing it every day, like this. But I won't do it around my kids or around kids. I have that respect for parents and other people. But one day I was walking. I did run to go and do something with one of my friends, and mind you, I just got done smoking. So it just kicked in high mode. So I was walking and I thought I was home, and I forgot at the time I forgot what house I was at. So I walked in somebody else's house on accident, and he was like, "What are you doing?" I'm looking down. I'm like, "This ain't our house." He's like, "No." I'm like, "Oh shit!" I took my hand off the door, and I was like, we kept walking and everything. First time I ever did that, I actually didn't go in the house. So the second time it happened twice. So,
He didn't learn the first time.
Never got learned until the second time. Okay. So, no, different house. This is how bad it got. Okay, I was same thing though. Like I was outside and I was coming back, and I actually walked in someone's house. Door open, way open. No one's on the front seat, so I closed it. I'm like, oh shit, and I walk over. Little did I know they had cameras. I'm like, please don't call the cops. Please don't call the cops. I'm like, I'm your best friend. I'm your neighbor. You don't want trouble. Don't call the cops. And so they made a joke out of it. They was like, cool with it. So I learned that you just don't do that. No matter if it's unlocked or not, you never know what could happen. So lesson learned that like you don't be as goofy all the time because you never. Shit could happen and you couldn't
Stop walking while you hide.
If no one was sitting on that chair, if they were, I wouldn't have known what to say. I would have been like, hi. This is not my house. You have a nice living room. I'm gonna leave now. Okay, bye.
30 seconds.
Well, 30 seconds. I'm gonna get off the stage and I think I hope I did okay.
You know.